Welcome to Momsense. I'm Kyleigh.
And I'm Kambria.
We are going to talk about parenting alone.
Oh
so
my.
there are so many nights, basically, that, I'm single mom in it. And then when Justin goes out of town, you're single mom in it.
Oh, yeah.
And first of all, there's a huge difference in one child and three children.
Oh, let me tell you.
So I'm praying for you.
Yes.
But I do it a lot. And so, man, tell me what it looks like for you.
So typically, we typically go with Justin on shorter trips, but not a lot of the time, about probably 40% of the time. If the trip is longer than 4 hours, I'm not packing up all the kids and all of the things for us to go. If it's during the school year, that's also
right.
Kenzie's not going to miss school for racing. But let me tell you what, parenting alone with 3 kids is so interesting. It makes me appreciate my husband so much more about the little things, like, for example, bath time. Typically, he takes care of Jet, gets Jet ready for bed. I take care of Oakley, get Oakley ready for bed. Kenzie's,
self-sufficient.
Yeah, she can take care of herself, but oh man,
this is so far away from me.
Oh yeah,
come on in here, buddy.
but yeah, so I think the biggest thing for me is bedtime, and then I would say bedtime is the most difficult with parenting alone, just because it's like we have our set routines, and Jet, we pray and sing. Oakley, pray, sing. Kenzie, I typically watch a show with her for a little bit, but I think bedtime is the most challenging for me. What would you say is the most challenging?
I don't feel like bedtime's super challenging for me. Xander does a pretty good job of, like, when he is ready for bed, it. I will say, this is probably a no-no in some people's books, but, like, we don't have a set bedtime for him. If he is awake and happy and playing, I'm gonna let him stay awake and be happy and play, because there are nights that I'm not tired at 9 o'clock. There are nights that I'm exhausted at 5. And so if he goes to bed at 6 o'clock like he did last night, he was ready to go. I mean, he was doing something, and I noticed he was, like, rubbing his eyes, and I said, "Do you want to go night-night?" And I mean, he ran, he got his blanket, and he, like, laid on the couch. And I was like, "Okay, you're ready."
Absolutely.
Yeah, you're ready. So I picked him up and put him in his crib, and he was done for the night.
Y'all went to the races this weekend.
We did go to the races this weekend.
So he got...
He was a trooper. He stayed up until, the last race was, like, at 11.
Yep.
He stayed up for it. He was definitely tired.
That's probably why he went to bed at 6. It's like he's got to catch up on
he's exhausted. But the toughest time, I feel like, for me would be, like, dinner time.
Yeah.
Because generally, like, if I'm cooking or if I'm trying to clean up, if I'm trying to do something, Brady, when he's home, is there to kind of, like,
play with him and
play with Xander. Make sure he's not, like, if I'm trying to do the dishes, Xander's trying to, get into the dishwasher and take the knives and the drawers are open and whatever else. But if Brady's home, he's able to take him outside and play, or go in his playroom and play, or he can start bath time, or I can go do bath time and Brady can clean up dinner, or something of that nature, where when I'm by myself, it's not the same. And so I'll be honest with you, a lot of nights whenever I'm by myself, it's a peanut butter and jelly sandwich or microwavable chicken nuggets or something of that nature for Xander. And then I wait till he goes to bed to eat dinner myself. Yep. Because it is just so hard to do both. But yeah, when we get into, like, the bedtime, that's the easy peasy stuff. Yeah. He wants to cuddle up in bed with mommy for a minute, or he'll get on the couch and watch. He calls it but it's Curious George. He's obsessed with Curious George.
Oh, how cute.
So we watch Curious George, and then he's ready. Like, easy peasy for me.
So one thing for me, or another thing that is challenging, is running Kenzie around with the kids. And I'm, unlike you, we know that I'm a crazy schedule mom. Nap times are set, bedtime is set, everything is set. And, when Kenzie wants to go to one of her friends' houses, I mean, with her being in private school, none of them live by us.
Right.
I mean, that's a 50-minute drive now to where the majority of her friends live. And it's fine, but it's like, okay, well, let's go in between nap time or at this time. Whereas when Justin's here, he's so great at, no, I'll take her, no big deal. He's totally fine being on the road. And then as the babies have gotten older, it's easier. Oakley hated the car seat. Like, she would scream.
Yeah.
And I'd just be driving for 2 hours, taking Kinsey somewhere with this screaming baby, and I'm like, no! And at that point, then I'm frazzled.
I would say the absolute
Mm-hmm.
overstimulation of your kid crying in the back seat,
Mm-hmm.
man. I I tried to explain this to Brady one time, and I get it for I think dads feel this in their own form, but I told Brady one time like Xander was little and he was crying and screaming and like I couldn't get him to calm down, and I told
Yeah.
Brady, I was like, I don't think you understand. There is like this mother intuitive piece of
Like,
you
I need to fix it.
that literally my skin feels like it's going to crawl off of my
Yep.
body, and my blood pressure is through the roof, and like you just like ants are crawling all over your body while your kid is screaming and you can't do anything about it. The anxiety that you feel,
Yep.
and it can be something so minor, right?
But it's just, it puts you in that just like mode.
Yeah, especially when they're in the back seat
You can't
screaming,
see them.
and if you're driving by yourself.
Yep.
The amount of times that I would, when Xander was itty bitty, Xander does not have a problem with the car seat. He actually seems to enjoy the car seat. But the times that, like, if he was sick and screaming or whatever else, that I would pull my car over and get in the back just to make sure.
Yeah.
Like, I've got a camera on you, I can see you, but I'm
still.
pulling over and making sure, like,
Yep.
something's not pinching you, or, like,
Are you hot?
yeah, something about nature. I'm like, because I can't.
No.
So the overstimulation that you probably felt, insane.
Oh yeah, and it was like one of those things where it's like I want her to be able to go, do whatever. So it's just like just suck it up, and she's over there just like happy go lucky in the passenger seat, like I'm going to my friend's house, and I'm like, yeah, and I'm about to turn around, and she's still gonna be screaming, and school pickup is very similar too, especially with the highway because you never know.
Yeah.
But Oakley she did not at all like the car seat.
Oh.
Thank God now it's a little bit better. And I mean, as they get older, there's different challenges. Things get, more difficult, things get easier. But I will say one thing that is hard with parenting alone, especially as they get older, like kind of Jet's age, is discipline.
Yeah.
Because I'm like, no, you can't do this. And then he ends up going and doing it, and I'm just like, okay, but he's entertaining himself.
Yep.
It's fine. I'm going to let it slide.
Yep.
And that's bad on me. Then when Justin comes home, he wants to be like fun, happy go, yes, dad.
Yeah.
And I'm like, we cannot do that. Like, no, they have to have boundaries. And I mean, it's never anything like terrible, but it's still the fact that I'm like, oh my gosh, we have to be on the same page here. Just because you were gone for a week doesn't mean that
we're guilty of similar stuff. A lot of times it's like, mommy says no popsicle until you're done with dinner. And also I get to the point where I'm like, oh my gosh, like you're just screaming, take the dang popsicle.
Exactly.
Like the popsicles that we have are the Pedialyte popsicles. So I'm like, it's not good for you, but like you're not having straight chocolate ice cream at 9 o'clock at night. So I'm like, you know what? You want a juice popsicle? Take it.
Yeah. Just
go
over there.
If he
and don't want.
Well, and Xander is at that age where he can't say what he wants, and so he just points.
Yeah.
And I'm like, oh my god, use your words. But obviously he doesn't have the words to use. So I'm like just trying to figure it out. And it's like, okay, you want a peanut butter and you want it Uncrustable out of the freezer? Have it.
Yeah,
have
go
it.
for it.
We get in the pantry and the other morning, I laughed because he woke up and he says, Tito's? He wanted Cheetos. It is 8 o'clock in the morning and my kid is asking for Cheetos. You know what? You can have the Cheetos,
you go
buddy.
right on ahead.
If that means that mommy gets 5 more minutes to close her eyes, you have the Cheetos for breakfast. I don't care. But there are mornings that I'm like, no, he needs to sit down and he needs to have a well-rounded breakfast.
We're going to make eggs and pancakes, which rarely happens.
Yeah.
But when Justin's gone, sometimes I'm like, oh my gosh, I'm going to be this Mary Poppins mom. And then I'm like, okay, you're not.
We're running through McDonald's.
Yeah. Jet likes Panda Fresh and Chick-fil-A. So we're always at Panda Express and Chick-fil-A. And I'm just like, funny. Sorry, babe, I'm a terrible cook, so I'm not.
The amount of Cheerios that Xander has is
really
a lot.
Like plain Cheerios.
Oh no, I mean, yes, he eats plain Cheerios, but we get the protein Cheerios,
Oh,
like
yeah.
cookies and cream, and they have all kinds of flavors now. One's like a fruit,
Ooh,
it's basically Fruit Loops, but it's Cheerios.
okay. I need to
Yeah,
look into
they
that
have
for
like strawberry
Oakley.
banana, all kinds of stuff.
Well, if we're going on the road, like we're
Yeah,
about to be gone for Speed Week, and
yeah,
that's something. Well, it's not parenting alone. I'm still going with him, but the getting everything ready
yes. He's
alone.
busy doing his thing, getting ready for races, and you are busy doing your thing, being mom.
Yeah, and it's like, okay, I have to make sure we have enough diapers and wipes, and the kids have enough clothes.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, this past weekend when we were gone, I forgot all of the blankets that were supposed to come. So Justin and I were like sharing a blanket, and I was like, I'm not gonna like let my kids do without. I made sure that
Yeah.
they had the blankets and everything
Yes.
first, but I was like, oh my gosh, but there's so many things.
Yeah.
Enough towels, like all of
We're
the food. And how do you plan when you're in an RV? I mean, like,
yeah.
it's not like, let's just run to the store real quick. And of
Yep.
course, you can DoorDash, but one of the tracks that we go to is literally like in the middle of nowhere.
Yep.
And
Most of them are though.
yeah, and there's no cell phone signal. It's, oh man.
And most of them, like even if you do have a signal, there people aren't door dashing that far out.
Exactly.
You're out of the delivery
You're
zone.
literally in the middle of nowhere. But
Yeah.
yeah, that the getting everything ready alone is stressful.
Yeah, we're traveling to Nebraska next week, Father's Day weekend. Um and like I'm already trying to mentally prepare on like what all do I need to pack
Yep.
and what's the weather going to be like is because it's like 70 or 80 during the day and 40 or 50 at
Yes.
night and
Oh,
it might be
no.
humid but it might not be and it's
Yeah, it
and he's
could
like
rain.
what do you pack and then you got to make sure so like Brady and I was telling him like do we pack the pack and play because we're in a hotel but do we pack the pack and play do we just let him sleep with us it's only for a few nights and then I got on Amazon and I was like, oh, they have this toddler air mattress that we could
Yeah.
bring. And it's got like bumpers on it. Like we could do that and test it out and see if he likes it because we travel quite a bit.
Yep.
It'd be nice to not have to lug the pack and play around. And then I'm like, do we bring the big stroller or the little stroller? And then make sure that, does he have the
Well, Brady,
loveys and
yeah.
make sure the iPad is charged and there are games and whatever else download. Like the mental preparation
Yep.
to go on a weekend trip. Holy cow.
Well, Brady's probably like, are my underwear clean?
I will say Brady does a good job. Brady packs himself, and a lot of times if I do ask like, "Hey, will you help me with Xander?" He will pack stuff for Xander. I will not lie. Sorry, babe.
Oh,
I go in there and I'm like, I don't like that outfit actually. So we're gonna pack this instead.
oh yeah.
Or you gotta make sure he's got tennis shoes and sandals
For me, a bow. And then
Yep.
I texted one of my friends earlier and I was like, look, I'm really stressing out about cooking. I don't know what I'm going to take. In this past weekend when we went, I just went into the grocery store right before. I mean, literally hopped out the RV, ran to the grocery store, got some stuff. I'm putting it all back and I'm like, oh, I forgot a whole day's worth of food.
Whoops.
Oh, oops. Yeah. The kids were fine. There's a concession stand. I mean, but it's still the fact of the matter. It's like there's so much. But I
Yeah.
text her and I'm like, I don't know what to cook. Like, and I'm a terrible cook. So I don't know what to do. And then I'm like, do I make a casserole in like a, throwaway pan and
Yeah.
then, heat it up? And what do I do?
Yeah. I would do things like walking tacos where all you have to do is
Throw it in there.
make meat. And then you've got like chips and cheese and sour cream or whatever else you like on your tacos that goes in the fridge.
See,
Or
my
like
people are picky.
sandwiches. I don't know.
I know that. See, it's just like one of those things. I got a big thing of chicken salad, and then Kenzie's like, "Well, I don't want to eat that," and I'm like, "I know what it's like, especially when you're hot, and it's just like that does not sound good."
Yeah.
And that's another thing. When it's hot, they have to stay hydrated. I need to make sure I have watermelon and
Man.
like so many things. Well, like you said, Justin's over here. He's thinking about, oh, I gotta go load up the car. He does have a list of things. He has to dump the RV. He has to make sure there's water in there.
Yeah.
Do we have enough propane? Does it have gas?
Yeah.
So it's the same but different because
Yeah.
these are like, I gotta.
You got the people side of things. He's got the car and
Mhm.
yeah. Brady does the same stuff.
Yeah, and then so when we went this past weekend, he was like, "Oh, you don't have to come," and I'm like, "Okay." And then he texts me. He's like, "I really, really want y'all with me," and I'm like, I mean, not many people can be like, my husband is that sweet gonna go get an RV for one day. Go pick up the RV, do all the things for one day
Yeah.
worth of travel. So I need to suck it up and go.
Yeah.
And be supportive of him. And I mean, the kids had the best time.
Aw.
So it was great. But I was like, okay, I'm either gonna be alone at home, or we can go. And I mean, when you weigh the options, it's like, man, the 4 hour drive isn't that terrible. The kids were in the back of the RV watching TV with me the whole time. I was really more of that.
You're like, man, 4 hours? Are we there yet?
Oh yeah, I know. Cause like, you know what I could get done in 4 hours, and I did have my computer, so I caught up on a bunch of like work stuff and random stuff. But I'm like, man, 4 hours, I could be doing lots of laundry, right?
Yeah, yeah,
I could be preparing things.
yeah. Something I thought about too is, oh man, the thought is fleeting. Oh, so like you are by yourself and you're, home at night, you're exhausted, all of those things, and then Justin gets home or Brady gets home and they're like, I want to go whatever this weekend. Like Brady's off every other Saturday. So like this Saturday, I don't want to be at home. I want to go and do something. And you're like,
Yeah.
I just want to not.
Yeah.
Like I want you to take the kid,
Yeah.
and go play outside. And I'm gonna take a nap. Like, or I'm gonna get the laundry done, or I'm gonna go take a hot shower and I'm gonna eat a hot meal
Yep.
or something of that nature. Man. Yesterday I will say, so yesterday, Brady, he worked the night, and when he woke up, Xander had just woken up from his nap. So I had while Xander napped yesterday, I never do this. While Xander napped yesterday, I also took a nap, and then
Nice.
he woke up. I went and got him, and I brought him back to the couch, and I turned on Curious George, and I was just sitting there, and he was watching his show, and Brady woke up and came out, and Xander was so excited to see him. And then they went and played outside, and you know what I did? I closed my eyes and I went
Good.
to
Good
sleep.
for you. Good for you.
A while later, I got dressed and I went outside, and Brady was like, "Oh, look, mommy's awake." And I was like, "Mommy was so tired, I couldn't open my eyes. Like, I could not get up."
Is it just me, or like, I mean, because yesterday we drove in, I didn't drive, I rode.
And you're tired.
And I'm exhausted.
Yeah.
Then we get home and I'm like, I had to load everything, we have to clean up,
Yep.
prepare it to, turn around and flip, and now we're traveling again.
Yep.
But we get home and I'm like, man, I can't wait to shower. I mean, at the dirt track, you're just
Yeah.
dirt. I mean,
Yeah.
you do this to your eyebrows and dirt falls
Yep.
out.
Yep.
So we get home and I'm like, man, I'm gonna shower and DoorDash something. I'm not cooking. And Justin's like, why don't we blow up the bounce house water slide thing? And I'm like, no. I'm like,
Yeah.
why don't we not? And he was like, it'll be fun. We can just hang out outside and relax. I'm like,
That's not
I was
relaxing.
thinking, especially with Oakley, who's, 2 almost. And I'm like, you're so sweet. You're such a great dad. I'm glad that you just drove for 4 hours and wanted to do that. So we did it. And it was a good time.
Yeah.
We busted 2 water hoses.
Oh no.
My friend came to the rescue. My friend lives across the street.
Yeah.
So she let us borrow hers.
That's nice.
And
DoorDash in a water hose.
Right. Like I was like, I do not want to leave. I don't want to do anything. And then
To have to get back in the car.
To get back in the car. It's just like, I want to do nothing.
Yeah.
And I mean, RVs aren't, enormous.
No.
Even if you got a big old coach. Like, so.
No, but there's a lot of little space.
Having your own space, though, being back home makes you appreciate your home. But it's like, get away from me.
Yeah.
I'll just spend all over me. And I mean,
yeah.
As we're driving, Oakley wants to be beside me. And then Jet wants to be beside me. And then they're just like fighting over who's closest to me. And by the time I get home, I'm like, I want no one to touch me.
Yeah.
Can we not? And that's kind of when Justin is gone and I'm overstimulated. The kids have just been, kids. And he gets home and like wants to have conversations and stuff. And I'm just like, I don't want to do anything. I don't want to go anywhere. And I'm very guilty about like if he's gone on Sunday, I don't get all the kids ready and go to church. But I'm like, man, that too is a lot of work.
It is.
Just getting them ready to get out the door.
Yeah.
I mean, we hardly make it out the door, you know, in general without forgetting something. I'm going to be better about that. But it's one of those things that's just like, gosh, I don't want to stress myself out more.
Yeah.
And I shouldn't say that. That's a terrible thing. But it's like, we can watch church on TV, and I'm going to save myself the fight with Jet. Is he going to go to the nursery? Is he going to want to stay with me? Oakley, never once. Well, I haven't let her go to the nursery yet. I'm going to work on that. But, you know, it's just like, I don't want to do things.
Yeah, no, I get it. I make the joke whenever Brady's off. I'm like, I'm off duty, you're on.
Mm-hmm.
But it's a real thing. Like, there are times that I get in my own head. You know, we go over to my in-laws or whatever, and I kind of like check out. So I'm like,
they got him.
Shout out to Rodney and G. But or like if my mom is in town or if my grandparents are over or anything of that nature, like I kind of check out and put my feet up. And I think to myself as I'm doing that, I'm like, are they thinking in the back of their minds, like, Kylie's such a lazy mom, like she doesn't care, I'm doing everything. And then I'm like, then I tell myself, I'm like, I do this by myself, you know, 3 or 4 days out of the week.
Yeah.
And sometimes more. Like this week, Brady's working Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday. He's off Wednesday, working overtime Thursday, Friday, off Saturday, turns around, works Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, and then we leave Thursday. Like, I'm basically not going to see him until we go out of town. And yeah, I'm like in my own head, am I a bad mom for like unplugging? There are times again, like we're over at somebody's house and I'm like, Brady, you got it. Like, I just need the mental capacity to just for a little while, because then when we get home, it's like, okay, mommy is doing bath time. Mommy is getting Xander dressed and ready for bed. And not that Brady can't do it. It's just like Xander prefers that. And that's honestly, that's kind of like Xander mommy time is bath time and getting to play. And we sing songs and we splash and we play basketball and things like that. And like, I get to be that constant every single night. Mm-hmm. Xander knows what the routine is. Mommy's going to give me a bath. Mommy is going to get my pajamas on. And then we're going to sit and watch like, it is this is what we do.
Yeah, and they love that. And it's neat.
Kids I was like, there's a constant.
Yeah, they love the constant, the knowing what to expect kind of thing.
Yep.
No, that's important. And I will say that's one thing that I struggle with when Justin's gone, the constant, because it's like, we're just not going to do anything. It's fine. You know, just whatever. Run rampant.
Yeah. Hey, we had a camera in our kitchen that we used for a long time, mostly like watch the dogs. And, it's got eyes, kind of like the central location. So if somebody were to come in or somebody were to whatever else. And I moved the camera into the toy room. I kept meaning to get a monitor in the toy room, and I just haven't, and I really don't.
You can play while you get ready.
I'm like, I really don't want to spend the money.
We have one house too.
I moved the camera into the toy room, and yesterday, I kid you not, he just played in his room, and I turned my, I've got it on my phone. I pulled it up, and I checked on him every few minutes, and like he was playing peacefully, so I let him. And there are times that you just need a minute.
There are, and when you're doing it alone, like I try not to be a TV mom or an iPad mom.
I get it.
But I'm like, look, we're just gonna watch Paw Patrol. We're just gonna hang out, and I'm gonna get stuff done. Around here, and that's, oh my gosh, I'm like, I want my kids to play outside. I hate screen time. I love that my kids run around barefoot, like, like they're supposed to.
Yep.
But man, I'm like, oh geez, let's just turn on some Paw Patrol and let mommy have a break.
Paw Patrol and a popsicle and ice cream, and you're good. Like, it's fine. It's fine.
Yeah, but no, it doesn't mean you're a bad mom. Everyone needs a break.
Yeah.
And, family loves your kids.
Yeah.
And if they needed something, most likely they're going to tell you. Like, oh, hey, Kylie, he has a poopy diaper.
Yeah.
Or, oh, hey, Kylie, where's his diaper bag? I can go change his poopy diaper.
Yeah.
Because, that's what family's for,
Absolutely. Absolutely. We're blessed. Really, we are.
For sure.
We are so blessed.
Sure.
My mom offered, so Xander was having to take some medication through the weekend, some steroids, which he'd never taken before, and the doctor had said like, he might be a little bit more irritable, high energy, he may not sleep very well, all these things. My mom was like, hey, I know you're going to be by yourself. Do you want me to come visit for the weekend so that you have an extra pair of hands? Xander ended up not having any of those side effects and being like, he was a little more high energy, but
yeah,
it's not a big deal. But like, just again, I've got a tribe of people. Bray's mom went and picked up his medicine because we were at the races, not able to get it.
Yep.
And then, to have people offer, like, yes,
it's the best.
Yes, to your family jumping in and saying like, hey, I know you need a break.
Yeah.
Is truly a blessing.
Oh, for sure. And then one thing, like, so being a stay-at-home mom, we're now in a different season of stay-at-home because now school's out. And I'm like, the Tuesday, Thursdays that the kids were going to school, or like I had my time.
Mm-hmm.
Like I got to go to hot work because I haven't been to hot work in like 4 weeks now. But like I got to do what I needed.
Yeah.
Peacefully.
Yeah.
For 4 hours on Tuesdays and Thursdays. Now I'm just like, oh no. And now that Kenzie's home, I'm like, oh, I need to be making like real lunches.
Yeah.
And like, we can't just snack. I need to have more snacks. I need to have stuff for, when her friends come over. And I'm like, I want to be the house that everyone comes to, but also it's like, I gotta go to Costco.
You gotta make sure that you got all the stuff.
Mm-hmm. Exactly. Oh my gosh. Yeah, I love that they're all here. But,
yeah.
They all got to eat too. And then I'm like, oh, I'm the one responsible for.
That's me. I'm the adult.
Making sure, yeah.
You're like, I thought I was here for the party. I am the host.
Mm-hmm. No, exactly.
Oh,
but anyway, so do you have a mom win or a mom fail?
Mine's kind of a funny fail. So the other day, Xander, so I drink poppies. I've been trying to stop drinking sodas. Sodas are my biggest weakness.
You're a Dr. Pepper girl.
Oh my gosh. Yes.
See, I don't drink sodas at all.
Oh my gosh. Growing up, we had sodas in the house constantly. Like we had a fridge in our garage that was literally
just
for sodas. Like sodas, Gatorades, Capri Suns. Like it was just stocked all the time. My mom drank Sprite. My dad drank Dr. Pepper. We always had a soda in the house. And then now as an adult, I'm like, I gotta do better. I gotta be better. So I started drinking the poppies and the Olippops and those.
Probiotic.
Trying, hear me say, I get it. Those are also probably not that healthy. I need to be drinking water. Yeah. But I'm easing my way back.
Yeah.
I even have been buying the mini Dr. Pepper. So if I really want one,
there you go.
I have something in the fridge. Anyways, so I've been drinking those, and Xander wanted my drink really bad. And I was like, no. Well, Brady was making something the other day, and I had some Topo Chico. And so he was using my Topo Chico, and Xander was like having a fit to have the drink. So I finally was like, let him have it. It's just bubbly water. Like, just let him take a drink. I have to show you the video.
He's like, what?
He literally like spit it out. It's like foaming out of his mouth. He was like, no, what is that?
Like, gross, no flavor. I love Topo Chico.
I think the bubbles scared him. I don't think he was prepared for it.
That's funny.
So it was hilarious. So mom failed for letting him do it, but I mean,
how else would he know?
I was like, know that video of like, why is it spicy? Like,
yeah.
I need to put that sound to it because
exactly.
He immediately was like, no, thank you.
Absolutely not. I'm a Dr. Pepper guy.
yeah. We have not done actual soda, and that's why I was like, okay, it's fine. It's just Topo Chico. Like, there's no caffeine or sugar.
My kids will only drink water. Kinsey drinks Blue Powerade, but Jet and Oakley, I can't even get him to drink milk.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, Xander drinks almond milk, but he's kind of really like seems to be pulling back on milk in general. We do water a lot. We'll do electrolytes in his water, just to help. I swear, I mean, he stays sick.
Well, daycare, that's hard.
I'm like just trying to keep the good stuff in his body, and then he'll ask for juice, and a lot of times I'll do like a concoction of like a little bit of apple juice and water. Mm-hmm. And then I'll put like his elderberry and his probiotics and things like that in it. So yes, he's drinking juice, but he's getting like the other stuff that I can't just get him to drink.
Yeah.
So
Well, so I have a mom fail. Justin was out of town. This was a couple weeks back. So Justin's out of town, and I have one of my girlfriends over, and we're just hanging out outside. The kids are playing. Her and I are catching up. Jet drives his dune buggy. Like, that thing probably has 100,000 miles on it. Like, he drives it nonstop. So Jet's driving the dune buggy, and Oakley is a passenger princess. Like, if he is driving it, she better be right there with him, or she's mad.
That's funny.
So, they're just driving around, having fun, playing. We're outside for like 2 hours, and they're just playing. And Jet gets out of the dune buggy, and he's like, I'm going to go get my monster trucks, and I'm going to build a monster truck ramp with the dirt. And I'm like, okay. I look over, and Oakley is now a passenger princess, but driving the vehicle on the wrong side. But not like, she doesn't have
She got her foot on the pedal.
She just floors it.
Oh, man.
And my neighbors are beside us. They're having a party. So there's like 30 people outside watching this. And so I just run, and I'm like running to try to get her to stop. When she crashes into like a big rock. And
man.
She turns around and she's like, and I'm like, what in the world?
That's too funny.
Like, you cannot. What are you doing? And then she got mad because I took her out of it, and I'm like, no. This is Bubs' dune buggy. Like, we are not starting.
You're not old enough yet.
No. Oh my gosh. But yeah, that was my mom fail.
That's funny.
All these people saw me running frantically in my house shoes.
Okay, that's all right.
Yeah. Oh well. Anyway, thank you for tuning in to the Momsense podcast. I'm Kambria.
And I'm Kyleigh.